Scientists just might have discovered a completely new way of losing weight, and it doesn't work by suppressing your appetite or making you eat less. It works by changing how your body burns energy or calories. And here's the surprising part. It's not happening in the part of the brain that we thought. Researchers at the University of Oklahoma recently published an article in Cell Reports looking at a naturally occurring hormone called FGF21. They found that it can reduce body weight in mice by activating a very specific brain circuit. Now, it's important to emphasize that this study was conducted in mice, so we're yet to fully understand how this might translate to humans. But the mechanism that they uncovered is very interesting. And here's exactly what I'm going to break down in this video. What the hormone actually does, the surprising part of the brain involved, how this links back to what actually works for fat loss in the real world, and then I'm going to share 3 drug-free strategies that can have a similar effect as this hormone. Now, this research matters because most weight loss drugs, Ozempic and Wegovy, work by reducing your appetite. They focus on the calories that come in. They make you feel full, oftentimes nauseous, so you eat less. But here's the shift. This hormone, FGF21, appears to work differently. Instead of it just affecting how you eat, it may increase the amount of energy and therefore calories that you burn. Now, think of fat loss like this. You have energy coming in and energy going out. If more energy comes in than goes out, your body stores the surplus in the form of fat. If more goes out than comes in, your body taps into those fat reserves and you lose fat. And again, most drugs focus on reducing what goes in, but this hormone may influence the amount of what goes out. So what is FGF21? It stands for fibroblast growth factor 21. It's a hormone that your body already produces, and it plays a role in metabolism, energy balance, and how your body responds to food. And it's also being studied for fatty liver disease, otherwise known as MASH. Scientists originally thought that this hormone would act in the hypothalamus, the part of the brain linked to appetite and body weight, but that's not what they found. Instead, FGF21 signals to the hind brain. More specifically, it activates the nucleus of the solitary tract and the area postrema, which then communicates with the parabrachial nucleus. And here's why this matters. This circuit appears to play a role in regulating metabolism, influencing energy expenditure, and therefore affecting overall body weight. Although FGF21 and GLP-1 drugs affect similar regions in the brain, they seem to work in different ways. GLP-1 primarily reduces appetite and food intake, while FGF21 may have a stronger effect on how the body uses and burns energy. Now, you might hear some people claiming online that this could be a side effect free alternative, but that's not accurate. FGF21 based drugs already show side effects in some cases, including gastrointestinal issues and potential bone-related effects. But what this research does do is provide a clearer map of the brain circuitry involved, and that could help researchers design new targeted therapies, potentially with fewer unwanted side effects. And here's why this is a big deal. Not because it's a miracle solution, but because it expands how we think about fat loss. Instead of only focusing on controlling appetite, we also need to think about how the brain regulates energy use, and this research helps us do just that. So what does this mean for you, the viewer? It doesn't necessarily change what is currently working, because regardless of the drug, the hormone, or the mechanism, fat loss still comes down to energy balance, consuming less calories than you're burning off each day. And there's already ways to influence both sides of the equation. Here's 3 things that can help you do just that. Number 1, increase your energy or calorie output. Building and strengthening muscle increases the amount of calories or energy that your body burns off each day. So if you're not already strength training, be sure to start. And staying physically active throughout the day helps increase this energy output. Number 2, manage your energy intake. To do this, I would encourage prioritizing protein. Now, not only does protein help you manage your appetite, but it also increases the amount of energy or calories that your body burns in order to break down and digest food. Additionally, the higher your protein intake is, the easier it becomes to put on or strengthen muscle. And number 3, manage your sleep and your stress. A lack of sleep can negatively impact your hunger hormones, which in turn can result in you overeating. Stress management is also very important as well. When you are highly stressed, food can act as a form of coping. It can actually reduce stress, which means if you're not sleeping well and you're highly stressed, you are a lot more likely to overeat. Here's what I would recommend to watch for next. FGF21 therapies are already being tested in clinical trials, particularly for fatty liver disease. So this is something to definitely keep your eye on. So the real takeaway takeaway here isn't that this is going to replace other fat loss drugs. It's this: fat loss isn't just about hunger or willpower. It's about how your brain regulates your entire system. If you found this video insightful, I would definitely recommend that you watch this one next, where I break down another recent study that showed by doing one thing with your nutrition, it may make your fat loss more certain and also more predictable. And if you want help applying all of this in a practical and structured way, in the description you will see the link for my 10-day reset trial, which is designed to help you lose your first 2 to 5 pounds and 2 to 4 centimeters from your waist without overhauling your life. And it's delivered online, which means I can guide you through it wherever you are. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so yet. See you on the next video.